Hello guys, welcome back to Sim UK and SimAirport. So, thank you, first of all, thank you guys for all of your support and all of your advice and suggestions, and just a huge amount of information that you guys have been sending my way, which is really appreciated. And I'm glad you're enjoying the series. I am too. Looking forward to boosting up the number that we get a week. You've been asking for a few more episodes, a few longer episodes in fact, and I'm going to try and accommodate you as much as I can. Now, this is the situation where we are. You guys have been watching one episode a week for the last few weeks now, and I recorded a huge amount of these videos in bulk. It's the only way to manage YouTube, to be perfectly honest with you. So this is the first opportunity really that I've had to take your suggestions and implement them into the game. So I'm going to quickly go through everything that has happened, needs to happen, sort of reprioritize things, highlight your suggestions, and explain where we're going to go next. So the most the most pressing and serious issue has to be this runway, which has been, I tried doubling it up, and rather than helping things, that just made things considerably worse. And yeah, to be honest with you, that is now a priority. That has to be a priority. My thought process at the moment is to strip this runway out completely, build it into the middle so that the taxiway is no longer running all the way down the side of it. But if you watch this aircraft take off, actually, you'll see that he's no longer taking off along the taxiway, which he used to do. Now, the reason for that is because of update 17. Update 17? The update on the 17th of July. Apparently, they have, according to the notes that they've left, they have fixed that. So that's a really good and promising thing. It might mean that we don't need to fix this runway whatsoever. But to be honest with you, I don't really like the way that it sort of loops around the way that it does. I'd much rather have this runway and the airport in its entirety looking super duper spunkalicious, which is a term I think I may have just made up on the spot and regretted immediately after. Conveyor system, that's had a massive update. We've still got to build ours, but we've only just built the ticketing system, as you know, so that's all going to have to be taken into consideration when we upgrade there. Profit is obviously a massive consideration for the airport. I think what I'm going to do here, guys, is just speed it up, because some of the changes I'm proposing making, you see the taxiway is working much better now. Planes, also the pathfinding for aircraft. Oh, he took off on the taxiway a bit, didn't he? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Pathfinding for pedestrians and for aircraft have been updated as part of the latest update. So some of the most serious issues that we were encountering in the last episode have been addressed as part of the update, which is good for us. There we go. I mean, that does seem to be working a lot better this week than it was last week. Certainly. Yeah, I mean, mostly that looks to be working better. So I'd still like to move the runway, and the chances of having a second runway anytime soon are probably pretty slim, especially in this top area here. I think that's maybe a no-no. We could do some land expansion and add a second runway then, but obviously that's going to be expensive. We've got the road down here at the front, which needs fixing. That's a bit of a shambles at the moment. What else do we have? We have the ability now to put fountains outside, which is nice. That the outside has been looking a bit shabby, so some fountains out there could certainly make things better. The queues, the passenger queues, have had tweaks, and there have been general improvements across the entire system. So today, I think what we're going to do is we're going to remember how to use the controls. Keyboard, there we go, that's much better. And I think this runway has to be the first thing we're going to do, which is going to cost us a lot of money. Now, at the end of the last episode, I had a bit of a panic buy of taxiway, trying to alleviate the problems we were having. That has obviously cost us a bit of cash, but it does mean that we have some taxiway to play with. So, I mean, that's not all bad. But yeah, certainly, once we reach midnight tonight, the runway is going to be moved into the centre section here. What that does mean is that these hangars and the baggage depot can all be moved up here into this area, which will better serve these gates considerably. It'll also open up this area quite a bit, which will allow us probably a bit more storage. Move the offices over, expand security. Now, I had some good suggestions from a lot of you, one of which from John Davis was that this doorway wall system is unnecessary and it's just slowing down the flow of people through the security area. So we're going to leave the doors this side, expand security out, but open it up completely, move the offices over to here and expand security, move this taxiway because that was causing aircraft a few problems. Oh, I think we're at the end of the day. Excellent. Let's just pause a second. Yeah, so we're going to remove this piece of runway. I'm thinking about moving the ATC tower because this is not the best place for it. I'm thinking over here would be much better. The benefit of this, the upside, the flip of it, is that we can regain this additional gate here in this space, which I had to remove in order to pop all this stuff in. So it is unfortunately an enormous waste of money having built all this stuff here, but it has been a learning experience, and moving it all here is going to be considerably more cost effective. So that's the plan, guys. There's a lot more suggestions that you guys have had, and I am going to address them one by one and make sure that we cover everything off and include all of your fantastic suggestions. And I do ask you to keep them coming because it really does benefit me, and I really appreciate it. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done here. This road is broken. Again, John Davis with a good suggestion about changing the way that deliveries and garbage are managed to stop vehicles getting in the way of other vehicles. I am going to do something about that. Not 100% sure when that's going to happen because road segments are bloody expensive, and we also need to fix this little issue here. So, with all of that in mind, let's progress and start by building, or start by demolishing this runway, which is a scary moment. And obviously all this is going to break. So it does annoy me that just one workman walks over. Oh, this is new. Warning, airport has object problems. Wow, this is new as part of the update, and I like this. This is a UI update, and looking really good. So what's being highlighted as the problem then? We don't know, do we? That's interesting. Oh, there we go. At least one aircraft gate and one runway must be functional. So the alert pops up in this pop-up here. That's where it is. Okay, good. Has that gone already? Goodness me, that was quick. Right. Zones. Let's clear that up then. Oh, interesting. Still there then. Oh, it's because it's not a zone, it's planning. Still wish we had a few more colours in planning, guys. Note to developer. Objects, runway. Now, I know this might seem like a total waste of time and effort and what have you, but I am certain I am doing the right thing, I think. He says, with absolute, unequivocal confidence. I'll work on that because it. I think my lack of confidence is maybe shining through there a tad. Right, come on, lads. We need this really quickly. We got flights coming at 4 o'clock in the morning. Boom, 100%. Okay, that's looking good. Now we can upgrade it, put the lights in. Do I have to build lights at both ends? Oh no, it does it. It does it for me. Okay, that's good. Excellent. 177 left. Right, so the ILS will enable larger aircraft to conduct precision instrument approaches. This means fewer weather delays and a lower risk of weather-related incidents. I don't think any of that weather-related stuff is actually implemented at the moment, but for 20 grand, I think it's worth just having that built in anyway. Let's pop it there. And we'll have Pappy here. And I don't think you need Pappy both ends, but we'll do it anyway. There we go. So that already, I think that's looking much, much better. Far more confident about that. Let's just speed up and make sure all this stuff is built before any aircraft arrive. We don't have any security related issues. Our first load of passengers are here. They're using the ticketing area rather effectively, I have to say. Boom, here come the rabble. And yeah, most of them are doing the self-ticketing, which is good. Okay, a few more guys here. We're going to get some queues in. We're going to sort this out. This is going to work really well. But so far, so good. And we can really boost this ticketing kiosk thing all the way up to the wall here. And then we're going to have exactly the same thing this side. So, yeah, ticketing is going to be really effective. And that's looking rather nice. Right, let's dismantle this hangar. And dismantle this baggage depot. Because neither of those are currently doing anything. Let's just slow down a bit because I don't want to make any silly rash decisions like dismantling ATC before we've built a new one. Now, where do I get ATC from? There it is. 27,000. Perfect. Well, that's going to pop in here, guys. Now, I'm just thinking, where is the most logical place to pop it so that it's not in the way of too much stuff? I did consider removing one of these gates. Now, I'm a bit concerned about what these two planes are doing. Two planes on the runway at the same time is not a good idea. You're not very smart, you two, are you? The issue has returned. That is super, super bad. That really is bad. I think the issue is that because they're taking off in this direction on 27, they are taking the shortest route to get there, which should be the taxiway, but they're using the runway like a taxiway. Oh, damn it, I was hoping this would fix that problem. I mean, it looks better, but that is a serious issue that is only going to get fixed. See, look, even he's going the wrong way. There's a serious issue that's only going to get fixed with an update. I don't think there's anything I can do to fix that. Now, what I did want to do is... I'm getting distracted now, aren't I? See, look. Oh, that's weird. Something like that. Ah, see now. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating. I mean, if they were taking off on runway 9, then I don't think it would be an issue because they would all wait patiently. But because they're doing it the way they're doing it, that is a problem. Jesus Christ. Just have aircraft come flying in over the top of aircraft. Maybe these additional off-ramps will assist the situation, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, that worked better, definitely. Having him come off as quickly as that definitely made that work a bit better. Maybe we need to put one at each sort of increment, something like that. I don't know. I think we'll have to just come back to that at a later time. Let's get this ATC moved anyway. Now, I'm just trying to think where the right place to put this is so I don't have to move it ever again. I'm going to say there. No, I'm going to say there. Yeah. That's where I think it needs to be. I can't imagine you'll need an additional ATC tower for every 10 aircraft. That would be ridiculous. That seemed to work pretty well. Oh yeah, they've got like an on and off. Yeah, that seems to work a bit better, guys. They kind of got out of each other's way a tad. Right, let's dismantle that. I mean, this is definitely the priority today, is just getting this done. Right, let's see how well that works. I don't know how you remove taxiways. Ah, perfect. Right, so I think that looks a lot better. There is the possibility of moving it, like I say, replacing the gate here that was originally going to be there, but then was moved. That would be a really cheap way of expanding the airport even more and potentially increasing revenue. But I do have to take into consideration the fact that we only have one runway and we might start overlapping if we have 4 gates. Maybe if I built the gate there, it could just be used as an emergency gate in case we get stuck. Right. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to invest some money in ticketing right now. Do we want to go all the way up to the end? I suppose we can do. It keeps it neat and tidy. Going to need one additional staff member for that, or maybe we don't. Maybe we've got one already. We'll pop one in just to be sure, just to be certain and safe and sound. Right, expand security. Let's get this done, and once we've got a really nice smooth moving system, we can move on. Now, this double-tiered system seems to work pretty well, but it looks a bit daft. So I'm going to remove these. Just to speed things up. I'm going to remove these massive doors. It's going to be like a general tidy up, I guess, across here is what's going to happen. Eventually these 3 offices are going to be removed as well. And what they're called metal detectors, that's right. Oh, also, yeah, as part of the update, there's an issue that you might recall. The app, oh, it's fixed itself, look. It's fixed itself. So that's good. The bag scanners now have arrows pointing in the correct direction. The only issue with that I've noticed is, I don't know if you can spot it yourself, it seems to have shifted the bag scanners to the right in order for them to be facing the right way, which means that my security staff are now stuck underneath them and nobody can get in or out of this COO's office. So that's a bit of a bugger. We're not impressed with that one tiny bit. Now, I think that was a bit of a silly move. Okay, a simple fix and we're back up and running again. Hopefully these should all be free because we already own them. Brilliant. Okay. And obviously we can expand out this way even further. Yeah, we can't go any further than that, but that's fine. Let's get these ID desks in. I mean, with the bugger. With a security area as big as this, I don't think there shouldn't be any hold up whatsoever. Unless it starts raining. Now I was kind of tempted to leave these little segments in here. I feel like I might actually just take the whole lot out. And then that's really smooth, straight through kind of sailing, isn't it? Let's make sure we got a member of staff for every single gate. And I'll just take all of these out because I've put them in upside down. What a mistake and a maker. especially having just discussed the arrows. You Nana face, you silly Nana face. Sorry, I have a 5-year-old. Nana face is about as extravagant as I get. Okay, guys, so that's it. I think I'm going to call that a day for today's episode. I think we've improved the runway by doing this. Certainly there's no aircraft getting stuck at the moment. Having these little slipways appears to have alleviated the congestion issue. So there's a good tip there for you if you're playing this game yourself and experiencing similar problems as I was. In addition to that, we have cleared this whole area here, moved ATC over to the side. We've upgraded the runway, in fact. And let's just see how well these guys cope. Oh, there's 3 of them on the runway at the same time. Are they going to figure this out? Yes, no. No, yes, no. Oh, lordy. Eventually. So, I mean, it is delaying things still. But at least it's working now, whereas before they were definitely getting stuck. We have expanded, or rather invested in more ticketing machines and made this even better. Originally I was going to remove this door as a temporary thing. I think I might move... Let's just do this as the last thing today. Going to move that into a more centralised location. Or maybe it's absolutely perfect where it was. I think it's perfect where it was, and that was a really stupid thing to do. Okay, so that's done. So ticketing now has a strong force of ticketing operators, and this massive load of self-serve ticketing kiosks. I suppose let's just run to the end of the day and see where we are. Certainly money is more accessible or more available. I'll tell you what we could do, actually. Let's... Now, right. Now, Seth was mentioning being able to drag out... expanding a building. I see what you mean now, Seth, yeah. So, for example, if I were to do that, it would expand that building, that section of the building. I understand. I get it now. Okay, yeah. That's all good, I suppose. Right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move these offices over and just finish off the security area, and that should see us through to the end of today. I'm not sure how well that's going to go, but and hopefully this isn't going to breach our security, because that would be a bloody nightmare. Speed it up and hope that it doesn't. So preposterous, it really is. Right, let's... get rid of all this unnecessary wall. Does that cost us money to do that? I don't know. I really wish they'd fix this. I mean, it's such an irritation. It's not a serious bug in the sense that it ruins your game, but it's so annoying. Okay. But actually, these offices are going to be quite large. That's okay. That's all right. And then we can expand storage out here. We could do, I mean, there's a lot we could do with this area. I'm going to leave it kind of blank and open for now, and you know, we'll decide what to do with it as time evolves. In fact, guys, if you have any suggestions about what we can do with this area, then please do let me know. Yeah, we need that wall built before I put that door there, because I'm worried about breaking security here. Office. Now, maybe turning that into an office is a bad idea, actually. So let's just knock that wall down. Any problems? Any aircraft still stuck here? No, that's good. Okay, so storage. Job done. Let's make sure we get those parts in there. And then, if we take these out of here, is the game smart enough to move them into the next office available? That's the question. Let's see. No, they're really not, are they? Zones. What about now? Really? I'm going to have to fire them in order to move their offices. Oh, wow. So, okay, well, we've highlighted a bug, haven't we? Another bug for this game, and there are quite a few. They've got a lot of work to do, but bless them, they are releasing updates and improvements, and the game is getting better. Oh, hang on, I take it back. This CFO has figured out where her new office is. Look at that. I stand corrected. Okay, groovy. Now we just need the COOs to do the same thing, and this is no longer a problem. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you coming along, and please keep your suggestions and ideas coming. There is plenty more work to do and lots of decision making that we need to apply and consider as well. So until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye for now.